What's up, YouTube? So we got a little discussion to do today. Today, I wanted to talk about the top 5 EDC items for yo-yo players. So, let's get right into it. Top 5 EDC items for yo-yo players. For those of you that don't know, EDC means everyday carry. It means this is a thing that should just be on you every day. And for yo-yo players, there's some certain things that you should just have on you that you're probably going to need when you're just randomly yo-yoing, whether it's between classes or, you know, at your lunch break at work or whatever. This is just things you should have on you. Now, if you're a little kid, some of these things, there'll be disclaimers. But, you know, if you're an adult, if you're a high school student, if you're a college student, these are things that you should probably have on you for the most part anyway. But these are things that you should carry if you're a yo-yo player because they're incredibly useful. So, first things first, first thing you're going to want to have on you is a yo-yo. Of course, right? What's a yo-yo player without a yo-yo? Just somebody. Just some guy. You're not just some guy or some girl. You're a yo-yo player. Carry a yo-yo. Personally, I prefer to have durable yo-yos, whether it's a plastic yo-yo like the Replay Pro, or recently what I've been carrying a lot is the Top Yo Silenus. It's cheap, it's durable. Long axles I always find are very, very useful. I have a story. So 2 times this happened to me. Yo-yos with short axle. The axle got stuck in one side of the yo-yo and didn't have enough thread sticking out from the bearing to be able to thread on the other side, and I was stuck with a yo-yo I couldn't screw back together out of town with no yo-yo to play. So long axles, durable, and just a yo-yo. But a yo-yo being most important, but long axles and durable seem to be a better yo-yo for everyday carry. Now you can go the cheap route. I like to take beaters around a lot. Like I said, the Top Yo Silenus has probably been the one that's on my hip the most. But you could always go the expensive route. And this is the G2 Titanium Hawk. And the Titanium Hawk is pretty much the ultimate EDC. Now, a lot of knife guys like to do, you know, the ultimate everyday carry knife thing. You know, they do knives that are made with premium materials, things that are just never going to fail them. And that's really what this is. It's sort of the ultra premium material. It's never going to fail you. It's going to be dead smooth. And, man, it just looks great, too. Plays great, nice and small, but doesn't play small. So it'll fit wherever you stick it, coat pocket, whatever, but doesn't play small. Super good. So you can either kind of go one of these 2 routes. You can either go beater, long axle, cheap, but good playing still. Keep it on your person. Silenus is great. That's kind of a mid-range option. But, you know, the Replay Pro is really good. A lot of those are just good yo-yos to have on you. But, you know, you want to go all out. Titanium Hawk. These are going to be up for pre-order, and it's going to be open for an hour. Pay attention to me, pay attention to Jake, what Jake's doing, because if this interests you, you're going to want to pre-order it, because it's awesome. But, you know, number one thing you're going to want to have on you, clearly, is a yo-yo, as a yo-yo player. Because you're not a yo-yo player if you don't have a yo-yo on you, you're just a guy, or a girl. So, number 1, yo-yo. Number 2, and I fail at this constantly, have an extra string. At least one, maybe a few. Throw them in your wallet, throw them in your book bag. Have an extra string. Extra string is key. I can't tell you how many times I've taken out a yo-yo, gotten a nasty knot, or realized that the string was just about ready to break, pulled it and gone, snapped the string in my hand, didn't have another string on me, and was either at my in-laws' house, my parents' house. All of these are 45 plus minutes away from my house, and I was going to drive back to Pittsburgh and then back out of state to just pick up a yo-yo string. So have an extra yo-yo string on you wherever you go. Stick one in your wallet. There's one in my wallet right now. 2 actually, I think. But have an extra yo-yo string. I promise you, you're going to end up needing it. And then when you need it, replace it. Because that tends to be my problem, is that I put them in my wallet, I need it, I use it, and then I don't replace it. So, everyday carry item number 2, extra yo-yo string. Get some, doesn't matter what it is, it just needs to be on you because you're going to need it. I promise you that. Extra string. Alright, number 3, you're going to need a tool of some sort. I like to carry knives. Kershaw Shuffle is pretty much always on me. It'll cut your string if you need to do that. It will cut other things that you need to get into. And I like to have stuff with like a bottle opener on it. Very cool. Now if you're a kid, if you're in like grade school, don't buy and carry a knife. You can't buy a knife anyway if you're a kid, but don't do it. You get arrested. Like, you can't take knives to school. Like, that's a bad idea. Don't do that. But what you can get if you're a yo-yo player is the YoyoFactory multi-tool. And what I really like about this is I use mine all the time. It's just on my desk. I don't use it out much because, like, I don't always want to take a yo-yo apart and like unscrew axles and stuff, remove bearings and what have you. But it does those things. It also has a handy little string snip in there. Let's see if I can get the light. There we go. You put the string in there, and it'll snip your string as well. There's a little blade in there, but it's perfectly safe. If you're a kid, this is what I would recommend having on you. The YoyoFactory multi-tool. I'm hoping more multi-tools come out soon, because the YoyoFactory one's great, but I like variety, if you guys can't tell. So I would love the ability to have a multi-tool other than the YoyoFactory one, or if YoyoFactory just put out a different one, I'd probably buy that one too. But the YoyoFactory multi-tool is amazing because it'll pull your bearing, it'll unscrew your axle because it's got the little hex key there, and it'll snip your string, and you can just put it on your keychain, which is also super useful. So you're going to want a tool on you of some sort, either a knife or a multi-tool, just help you snip your string, remove the bearing if you need to, or what have you. So get one of those, carry one of those, love it. Keep it maintained. If it's a knife, keep it sharp. You know, it very useful. Knives aren't expensive. Get a Swiss Army knife. I've been carrying Swiss Army knives since I was like 12 or 13. If you're not going to school, don't carry your Swiss Army knife to school. But you know, if you know you're not at school, have your Swiss Army knife on you. It's incredibly useful. Get a Swiss Army knife. I really can't recommend that enough. Or, you know, a Kershaw Shuffle, which I personally prefer. Love it. I find that I only really ever need the screwdriver or the bottle opener or the knife. But having a Swiss Army knife is great because if you're a kid and you're carrying one, nobody freaks out. So, word to the wise. So the next thing you're going to kind of want to have on you, and this is really for other people, but also, you know, maybe for you if it's something you're into, is a responsive yo-yo. Not an expensive one. I mean, you can, clearly. You know, there's a great one. The Rain City Gamer is fun, responsive. The One Drop Deep State is fantastic, responsive. The nice thing about responsive yo-yos is they're not nearly as thick as unresponsive yo-yos, so they're easy to kind of like stick in a shirt pocket or a coat pocket or in your back pocket or whatever and forget about. I personally kind of like to carry the ProFly because it's like $5. They don't make these anymore. Duncan discontinued these this year or last year or whatever, which is pretty sad because this is really fun. But for me, it's just nice to have like a responsive fixed axle yo-yo just to do some fixie tricks because it's really different than playing unresponsive. And if somebody asks like, oh hey, is that a yo-yo? Oh hey, yeah, you want to try? Maybe you can teach them how to do a throw. Maybe you'll make a friend. So it's nice to have an extra responsive yo-yo on you. It's not necessary 100% of the time, but if you're going to a place where you may see other people, like say you're going to a conference or something, or some kind of like school function or event where you're going to have a lot of like downtime and like hangout time, maybe have an extra one on you. Maybe not an expensive one. Like I said, the ProFly is a good example because it's only $5. So if some bully is like, let me try that, and then he like chucks it into a rock or something. It's pretty durable, but if he breaks it, it's like, you can call him a jerk or whatever, and then move on with your life because you didn't lose out on that much. But that's my recommendation. Keep an extra responsive yo-yo out of it. You may turn somebody onto yo-yo, and you may make a friend. And who doesn't need more friends? I like friends. You guys are my friends. I like you guys. But EDC item number 4. And the last thing, and probably one of the most important things actually, is a way to carry this stuff. Now, if you're wearing a coat or a hoodie, I understand the ability to stick it in your pockets or what have you. But particularly in the summer, but pretty much all the time, I like this little Yoyo Holster thing. It's basically a carabiner with this paracord tied around it. My friend Chris made this for me. It's great. It's awesome. I use this all the time. I actually wore out the carabiner he sent me. This is like carabiner number 2 because I pretty much have it on me every day, like at least 5 days a week. And it's great because it fits your yo-yo, and you clip it to the outside. It doesn't matter what size your yo-yo is. You clip it to the holster, the belt loop of your jeans. Perfection. Holds your yo-yo perfectly. And if you're carrying a beater, bangs off your whatever. Doesn't matter. Perfection. So something to hold your yo-yo, whether it be a yo-yo holster contraption, a nice little like leather bag thing to keep your yo-yo from getting scratched that you can also like hook to your belt or something. This is the monkey finger one. It's got a little thing here. You can stick a carabiner in there or a keychain or something. Or if you're carrying a book bag, just stick it in your book bag. But something to carry your yo-yo, to carry your stuff, pockets, something like that. Nothing like crazy, but just something to be able to carry what you've got, what you need, just to be, be ready. Be ready for the day. Being prepared is important. You want to leave your house in the morning, realize that you're prepared. You can play yo-yo, you can have fun, and you don't need stuff because you're good. And if you make a friend, you get an extra one. So, always good. But that is going to do it for me today, guys. Happy Saturday. I hope you guys are having a great weekend. The Pacific Northwest Regionals are happening today. They're probably just sort of getting started as you're watching this video, so I appreciate you watching. But check out the live stream, and if you're going, have a blast, be safe, have fun, and make sure you guys like and subscribe. Thank you again so much for watching. I wouldn't do this if you guys didn't watch the videos, but you guys watch the videos, and you give me back a lot of love, and I love you guys right back. So thank you guys so much. Make sure you like and subscribe. Cheers to you. See that? Hell yeah. Thanks, guys. I'll see you next time.